Hey Leo, welcome to your twin flame reading. So here we're just gonna go in and see what Spirit wants you to know, what the situation is right now. I've pulled some cards on that. And then what you needed to learn or heal, and heal from your twin flame relationship, and also what healing you have left to do, okay? So whatever comes up for you that is triggering, that is not my intention. It is just so that you can heal, you can get to that place of inner union, which is really required to get to the place of external union with your twin flame, if that is what you desire, okay? We've really got to do our healing work when we've got twin flames, unfortunately, but we do. So I've got transformation, okay, battle of head versus heart, and I've got soulmate clearing core wounds. Okay, so there's somebody here in this connection who is currently dating a soulmate, okay, who has met a soulmate. So the thing with soulmates is they are very healing. They don't push your boundaries too hard. Like, it feels very different from a twin flame. It feels a lot more stable and less intense. Okay, so when we date soulmates in between our twin flame, it's actually really healing for us, right? It's really healing. Like, they provide us comfort in the places that our twin flames actually end up triggering us, right? And so this really helps to clear some core wounds, which also, if you guys haven't checked out my core wounds video about twin flames, it is super important. It is very important to, well, you don't have to know exactly what they are, but I mean, it does help. We hear a lot about core wounds, right? So I did do a video on that. Spirit told me what they were. So whoever is with the soulmate, okay, this is actually, if it's not you, Leo, and it's your twin flame and you're upset that they're with somebody else, don't worry. If you desire to have twin flame union in this lifetime, that is yours, okay? And if that's what you desire, then you can have that, absolutely. So just look at this situation that they're in right now as something positive, because at least they're healing some of their wounds with this person, and so ultimately that's going to allow them to come in better for you, right? Yeah, because I am being shown transformation, okay? So if they're still together, then the contract isn't done because they are still overcoming, they're still going through necessary healing work with this soulmate energy, this person. Okay, and so once they do learn what they need to learn from that soulmate, heal what they need to heal from that soulmate, there will be a transformation. They'll start to recognize, like, okay, well, you know what? I may have mistreated my twin flame in this way, and love starts to get stronger and stronger for you as they do this, okay? So that's why them being with somebody else is actually positive right now for the connection. Okay. So this is the situation you guys are in. I see that you guys are removed from each other, okay, feeling quite lost. There's somebody here who may not be doing some of the internal work. Now, maybe you've just put a pause on it. Maybe you are just tired of it, because I mean, shadow work and healing and stuff can be so exhausting, right? You want to be free of being separated, or you want to be free of the pain that this connection has caused, okay? But you're not quite yet free of the pain, because I do see that Three of Swords. So again, you guys are independent of each other, and you guys are separated right now so that you can both heal and learn your own self-value and worth. Like, really what Spirit is trying to tell me here is, when I say learning your own self-value and worth, it's about when we're removed from our twin flame, it forces us to find some sort of happiness on our own. That process may be slow, that process may come quick, depends on every single person. Each twin flame relationship is different, right? But that's kind of the beauty underlying the situation right now. Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who is a little bit disconnected from their internal feminine energy. This can be you, Leo. This can also be your twin flame. It's probably both of you, since you guys are twin flames and you share the same soul. So Spirit's asking me to ask you, where are you still trying to control your emotions? Or where are you still trying to control other people and what they do? Where are you still latching onto people who no longer serve you? This could be friendships, this could be relationships too. Okay, so this is about internal healing of the feminine energy. So you can just do that by figuring out where what core beliefs do you have? Why, you know, maybe why do you feel like, this is an example, but why do you feel like you don't deserve love? Do you feel like you need to chase other people because, or stay in situations longer than you do because you feel like love is gonna leave? Okay, that's how you heal that internal feminine energy. Yeah, so I'm being shown that there is still very much so, you haven't brought peace and harmony into the heartbreak. Okay, so we really do have to heal from our twin flame as well. I'm so grateful for my psychic, my spiritual mentor, because when I met my twin flame, you know, she really told me how to do shadow work. And something interesting she did say is to also do some healing, okay, and shadow work on what happened between you and your twin flame. The Hangman in reverse, okay, this is both of you in the situation sort of really hanging back, staying in your own lane right now and not really speaking. Okay, it's like you both have the idea that you want to speak, but I'm not being shown. You both are just hanging back, okay, hanging back in suspension. The waiting game. Now, the waiting game isn't necessarily wrong. It's just, you know, there is a period of waiting, right? Because we can't heal when we're with our twin flame. We have to heal apart. So this is what I'm being shown for what you guys need to heal, or what healing you have done. So whatever resonates for you. Don't know if you can see it, if you'll be able to see all these, but okay. So I am being shown that a really big part of this journey was to help you overcome mental loops and stresses, the negative thought patterns that really keep you stuck, right? So like negative thought patterns are like, I don't deserve love, or your twin flame came in and out probably in your life, runner chaser dynamic, so that, okay, let me give you an example. Recognize how much you may sort of go into like spirals, or have went into spirals when you guys were together, or like, you know, before you had a big separation. Did you go into mental spirals when they didn't reply, or like they kind of backed up from you a bit? Like how much stress did that cause you? Okay, so this is about healing. This was your twin flame triggered you to heal some of those spirals that really like kept you up at night. This is you, King of Pentacles, regardless of gender, Leo, regardless of gender, this is you investing in yourself, putting energy and time into your long-term goals, really focusing on you, having very stable, grounded energy, okay? Because what this was teaching you, or is teaching you, is that you have the ability to manifest the life that you desire. So when we get to a place where we really are super internally stable, we will see our manifestations explode. Like, you know, I mean, life's not always happy-go-lucky, you know what I mean? But like, you really will be able to see the own power that you have within you. When we have a twin flame, you know, our spiritual gifts awaken. So this is about your spiritual gifts really coming up for you. Overthinking, healing when it comes to overthinking patterns, okay, not making plans in your own life because maybe you just know that you felt like you're always just going to be disappointed. So there's some overthinking and inner child. This stems from childhood, this overthinking. Okay, that's what I'm being shown. That's what either has been healed, because I am being shown the sun upright, or it's what still needs to be healed. That's the sun shining upon those overthinking patterns. So I am being shown that you're still in the process of taming your inner fears, okay? Taming your, not being afraid of who you are, or not being afraid of spirit, or not being afraid of life and the curveballs that life throws at you. You're still learning how to walk in your own power, in your own strength, okay? You're being given opportunities to do so with that Ace of Pentacles. This is the Divine's hand presenting you with opportunities, okay, to show up in your power. Queen of Wands. We want to see Queen of Wands upright. I'm being shown it in reverse, and I am not judging you, Leo, but I am. So what's coming through is right now, if you feel like life has just been difficult, things are just hitting you left, right, and center, what Spirit is trying to tell me to you is that these situations are presenting themselves on purpose. The Divine is setting these situations up to see how you can handle things not going your way. Okay, so see that as an opportunity. I'm being shown that there is a lot of in and out, hot and cold energy, either energetically from your twin flame or physically, or both. Okay, impulsiveness, in and out energy, hot and cold, you know, feeling a little bit unsteady. Feeling a little bit unsteady, maybe because your person isn't chasing you, or, you know, maybe even they've spoken to you, but then you guys sort of went into a period of separation again. So whatever happened, whatever situation that this was, if things are feeling unstable energetically, Spirit really wants you to take more time meditating or doing a spiritual practice. There's some impatience that Spirit also wants you to learn when it comes to your twin flame talking to you. So, you know, sometimes where we do talk to our twin flame after like a couple months of separation, a couple weeks of separation, we sort of start to get this impatient energy, right? And we're sort of like, maybe we're looking for them, or we want to message them first or something like that. Like, you know, we get uneasy. We feel very uneasy. So where is that uneasiness coming from? Okay, that's the question that Spirit has for you. It's probably due to some sort of core belief that you have, you know, that you don't believe that love will stay, that you believe that, you know, your twin flame needs to validate you and who you are and the love that you have had externally. So the core belief, okay, might be that you are still looking for love externally. So you got to go in and work on those core beliefs and see where they come from. What do you actually believe about love that's causing this impatient energy? Do you not trust divine timing, or do you not trust yourself? You know, could be a lot of things, but I do have to wrap this up soon. So, okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is about Spirit wanting you to heal how you nurture yourself, how you speak to yourself, how much self-care you actually do. You are needing to learn where you spend too much energy with other people or your twin flame. Because I'm hearing that sometimes you feel like you're still serving from an empty cup, or like a half filled, like your cup's not yet full, and like you're over serving and over giving. Okay, so that's either something that you are still working on, or, you know, that you need to be aware of, because I'm being shown that you're still investing a lot of energy into places that you know you shouldn't be. So you already know this, Leo. Okay, this is not from judgment, this is out of love. I just believe that being honest really is what helps us heal. So this is you right now. There's a lot of things playing on your mind, okay? Like you are like, I know that I have this issue. Maybe it's even you that has the soulmate, to be honest, right now. Maybe it's even you that's dating somebody. But there's this 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Do I continue to grow? Do I end things? Do I stay? You know, do I end things with this friendship, or do I stay, right? Because I'm being shown that there's a little bit of just you being content with where things are at. But you're on the verge, okay? You're on the verge of really having like a breakthrough or tower moment of some sort. So this is you, Leo. I'm sorry, I'm being shown that there's a blockage on your end when it comes to a commitment. So if it's your twin flame who's the one with the soulmate, you might be like, yeah, well, how am I the one with the block when they're the one that's dating somebody? Well, third party situations, okay, do present triggers and blocks. Where in your life have you not been chosen, or have you been emotionally overlooked? Where has, or when and who has emotionally overlooked you and maybe chosen somebody else? Okay, third party situations can also be cleared and healed, but it looks like to me like the block is on your end. And if it's you who's dating somebody, then it looks like you might be, the soulmate connection is ready to be over. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The time has run out and you know it, but maybe you're staying. And so that also is what could be creating the block. So let's see, do we have anything else for Leo, please, divine? Anything else for Leo? Let's end this on a positive note. That was a lot of intensity. So let's end this on a positive note. What are you proud of Leo for? What are you proud of Leo for? Okay, great. We've got the Emperor. So this is Spirit just saying that you're gaining more control over your world. You are stepping up into your power. You're still learning, you're still growing, but you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of reclaiming who you are, your power, remembering who you are. But I'm hearing that you're still looking and checking to see what's going on. Okay? So ultimately, you know, Spirit's always proud of you for doing any kind of work that you do. I think just keep going, Leo. I'm sorry this couldn't be more positive, but Spirit just brought my attention to the sun, so that is about, you know, you're on the right track. You're healing that inner child. And that's what I've got for you, Leo. If you do want to book a personal reading to go deeper into this stuff, you can go to my website, drpsychic.ai. All right.